Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I just wanted to make a quick guide on floor 7 since I know there's a bunch of people who don't really know how to do it or aren't the greatest at it. It's not going to be too complicated. I'm going to try to make it as easy and simple and as beginner friendly as possible. Let's just start off with the general gear. I mean, each class is going to have different gear, but for the most part, if you're playing as a healer, archer, or berserk, you're going to want to go with something like this. If you don't have a golden head, it's fine. You can use a Necron head, Shadow Assassin head, whatever. I would generally suggest you use Necron. You can use Shadow Assassin. Just Necron's better. My gear is kind of bad, so let's not talk about it right now. I know I'm missing a lot of stuff, but anyway, golden head, great. If you have it, that's great. If you don't, it's okay. Maxer boots, I would highly suggest getting one of these. The speed is really nice in dungeons. That's cool. If you're using a mage setup, you would want to use wither goggles with storm armor. I like the maxer boots for speed. Again, optional, don't have to do it. I just personally like it. And then if you're going tank, you would want to use golden armor. Try to have like the same stuff as this with Grow 6, Prot 6, Legion and whatnot. You can put Last Stand. The Reforge is going to look a little different. Let's just go to the auction house and I'll show you like a good set. Goldor. If you go right here, lowest price, let's go Mythic. Right here, just go to a random one. You'll see right here. Something like this. I mean, you don't have to put gemstone slots in. It helps. Really up to you and how much your budget, is. But yeah. Oh, I can't see myself. Before I continue, I've seen too many lower cata level players without 5-star armor or gear. Like, bro, put on the 5 stars. I understand, like, okay, before cata 20, it's hard. You can find great deals on the auction house for cheaper than if you were to like put on stars by yourself, right? We don't. It's cool. You're not cata 20, fine. But there's no reason your gear should not be 5-starred after cata 20. No reason. Also, hot potato books. All right, cool. Bare minimum hot potato books. Fumings, I get it. All right, they get pricey. Try to get those on, but there's no reason you shouldn't have hot potato books. They increase your like gear stats so much. Anyway, maybe I should make myself bigger. Whatever. It's cool. Uh, this is what I have in my inventory whenever I'm running floor 7s. Just so you know, you don't have to have everything in the same order as I do, nor do you have to copy every single item I'm using. Don't mind that. Anyway, I'm gonna go over things you like need, things that are helpful, and just things that kind of make your life a little easier. We'll start off with need. Well, I mean, obviously you're gonna need your main weapon. In this case, have a Terminator. You can just use whatever weapon you have, Juju, Hype, anything that you use. One thing you're gonna need besides your weapon, with a cloak sword, very essential. This is really useful in the boss fight. You're gonna want some mobility item. An Aspect of the Void helps a ton, a lot, for secrets, mobility, everything. You're gonna want some kind of healing item. In this case, I have a hype. Obviously, you don't have to use a hype. You could use a Wand of Atonement. You could use a Florid Zombie Sword. Anything that works for you. Spirit Leaps and Super Booms, 100% needed. I don't know how some people run dungeons without Spirit Leaps. Obviously, Super Booms you need it for, secrets, and also in the boss fight in Golder phase, you can break the door, or not the door, the gate, with Super Booms. You're gonna need a Bonto staff, just plain and simple. You're gonna need it. I guess it's kind of optional, kind of, but it's so like useful that it's basically needed. Ender pearls, these you don't really need. They just make trap a lot quicker. Chest, you're not gonna need this really unless you're like a healer or something and you're doing pre-dev. Don't worry about that though. Jerry Machine Gun, this is very optional. You need a lot of mana to use it, but it is very helpful. This will help you scale upwards. So the two main mobility items you're going to use in the boss fight, the Bonzo Staff and Jerry Machine Gun. Jerry Machine Gun lets you climb up walls, and Bonzo Staff will let you go vertical, so or horizontal. My bad. Oh, this keeps doing that. Okay. Warp D Hub. I'll show you a quick example of how that goes. So let's say you want to climb up this wall, right? In floor 7, the first phase, you're gonna need to get the crystal. This is very helpful for that. You just go against the wall and you hold it down, or you can spam it to go a little bit faster. But as you can see, it eats up your mana. So if you don't have good mana, I would not suggest using the Bonzo Staff. You can use to, you know, go like horizontally or whatnot. I mean, I'm doing it right. It just kind of doesn't look like it because I'm pretty fast. But anyway, yeah, it'll help you move around. Really nice. Did I cover everything? Oh yeah, okay, so you can swap this out with the stonk. I like the diamond pickaxe. This will cost you a lot more, but a stonk is fine. I like it a lot for secrets. It'll make your secrets a lot, like you can choose secrets and it'll make your runs a lot faster, and you know, really good. Don't mind the personal compaction. I just have this. I always have it in my inventory. Anyway, I think I went over all the regular gear equipment. Alright, moving on to the boss fight. If you visit this guy right here, it'll show you the boss room for floor 7. It's a pretty nice island. I would suggest checking it out if you're trying to learn the floor. But anyway, here is the first phase. There's 4 total phases. Each one has a different boss. There's 4 withers. The first one is Maxor, right? So, by the way, this is not going to be like this. It's going to be like a flat round thingy. Anyway, basically, the objective is you want to go and get crystals, right? There's going to be 2 crystals. There's going to be one right here, left crystal, right crystal. It'll be ender crystals. They'll be placed down here and down here. And what you want to do is you want to grab them and you want to put them down here. The reason is because the only way to damage Maxor is if you bring him through the laser when it's red. Normally, it's going to be black, I think, or white. I'm not sure. But it's not going to be red. The way to make it red, or by charging the laser up, is by putting crystal on these little pads. So you're going to go, grab the crystal, land on the pad, boom. Once you have a crystal down on each of these little platforms, the laser will charge up. It'll go yellow and then red. The job of the tank here is to lure Maxor into the laser so that when the laser turns red, he automatically just gets stunned and you can damage him. You can only damage him when he is stunned. Again, you can only damage him when both crystals are placed down and the laser is red. Usually, you'll have the mage go left crystal and the berserker go right crystal. You don't really have to follow that principle. I mean, just go for a crystal, I guess. Like, if you're like really starting out, then just go for any crystal. Otherwise, it's berserker right here, right crystal, mage left. Archer, I guess, just DPS here with mage. Healer can either go pre-dev or just help out. Anyway, now that you got the first, I would say like round, I guess, down, right? Because you have to do this twice. You have to do this whole cycle twice, where you have to get the crystal and come down. The first time you do it, you'll get him down to like half HP or like 30% HP. So now you have to do it again. Get the crystal, bring him down, get the crystal, bring him down. Now, how do you get the crystals? There's 2 main ways. The first way is to use a Jerry Machine Gun, right here, Jerry Machine Gun, and climb up the walls. I showed it before in the Dungeon Hub, but go like this, and you'll come up and get the crystal and jump down. This is more ideal for mages, I guess, if you have the mana. Well, mages have the mana, but if you're not a mage and you have the mana, then yeah, you can do it too. Other than that, the other way to do it, basically lava in floor 7 will bounce you up. So you go into the lava. It's an island, so it's kind of bugged, but it'll like bounce you up like this, right? And you'll land on this platform. Now what you'll do is find whatever area is comfortable for you. I personally go over here and I will run and time it. So like around right here, I press the ability. And look up. Make sure you flick up so you can grab the crystal. Because sometimes you'll fall short, like you'll go like this, right? Like let's just say slow-mo, boom, and you'll miss it. You won't land on the platform. But if you're looking up, you can grab it. I know some other people, like, say you should go like this. If it works for you, it works for you. Because there are two ways to get up here. If you have spring boots, you can also use spring boots. I haven't ever done that because I don't have them. But yeah, those are two ways to get up there. Once you get up there, drop down, place the crystal, and then DPS them. Alright, that's phase 1 done. Now we're on phase 2, the storm phase. Alright, so starting out, the pillars are actually going to be risen up like around here. So the pillar, as you can see, is all the way down touching the floor. It's not going to be touching the floor when you come in. It'll be like around here. So you can like go underneath them and all that stuff. This red pillar will always be destroyed. It will be covered up, so you can't fall down, but it will always be destroyed. This pillar will also be up. There's 3 pillars, the green, yellow, and purple. Starting out, Maxer is gonna, not Maxer, sorry, Storm is gonna come, like, pretend I'm like, Storm, or whatever. They're gonna go around and whatnot, spawn withers, right? Like wither skeletons. You just gotta kill them a bit, right? Try to clear out the area. And then he's gonna come to the middle, and he's gonna do a countdown. Now, when he does a countdown, make sure you are underneath a pillar. Again, these pillars, for whatever reason, are all the way down. I kind of wish the guy left like at least one of them up or something so you could kind of see, but these will be up. You go under the pillar and you will not die. It does true damage, so if you are not under the pillar, you will die. Unless you have a wither cloak sword. Just get under the pillar, man. You'll be alive. Now, someone has to grab aggro. Max will be like back here, right? Someone has to get aggro, right? So you could just shoot him or something, or hit him with whatever you have, and it'll chase after you. And now what you have to do, again, when the pillars are risen up, which they're going to be by default, you got to bring them underneath the pillar. An easy way to do this, I see a lot of people messing up and stuff. A really easy way to do this is just stand on these. There's these sea lantern blocks or whatnot. So you just grab his attention, right? You grab his aggro. You come back here. You stand right here. Right here, right here, right here. Anywhere on the edge, but I tend to find it really easy, like around here. Grab his aggro and come right here. And where that Jerry is where you're going to want to have him. And then someone else in your party is going to come over here and step on this pad. This is pad, by the way. It's called pad. Try to be in the middle, because sometimes, like, I don't think it works if you're on these glass blocks. You got to be like in the middle, and then it'll crush him. So when he's under there, someone will crush him, and then you can damage him. You will not be able to damage Max or Storm unless he is crushed. He will have like a question mark over his head, and that's how you know you're able to hit him. You gotta wait, and when you'll know you crushed him when like these blocks explode. They'll explode, like burst out, and you'll see Maxor. It'll be a big question mark over his head. You can hit him. Then also, forgot to mention, you want to do usually green first and then yellow. So you're gonna go green and then yellow. It just makes it easier so you guys are all on the same page. Now you go, or you did damage to him, right? Now you gotta crush him one more time. You gotta crush him at least 2 times. You're gonna bring him. You're gonna do the same thing. Someone gets aggro. Come like right here. Right? He gets into the pillar. Someone crushes him right here. Boom. Just damage him and you're chilling. Now, if you have a healer, there's a chance, you might want to communicate this beforehand, but there's a chance that they're doing something called pre-dev, right? And after, they might be camping. Simon says this, don't worry about this. To be honest, you really don't have to worry about this whole thing. This what I'm saying right now. Early on, it's not really worth like learning all this shit, but in the occasion that you have a healer that's like, you know, doing like a little higher level like healer stuff, you can leap to him, spirit leap to him, and it'll be like around here, and you can go, it'll save you some time. Otherwise, this red pillar, right, there'll be like a red platform over here. Like you see how there's like a purple platform here, there'll be like a red platform, and it'll crumble down. So once you kill him over here on yellow, you come over here and this platform will collapse and you drop down. Now if you do not manage to kill him within the second pad, which is honestly like a bigger issue in of itself. But if you could not, bring him to the purple pad and kill him there. And if you can't kill him, then just, you know, skill issue. But anyway, you're gonna want to drop down here or leap to your healer and do terminals. Now usually it's tank and healer that do terminals. I know back like a couple years it was only tank, but now healers do it because, you know, pre-dev, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Early on, just if you're on Badline or any other client, right, they might have terminal waypoints, which I would suggest you turn on. I have them off. Keep them on. Terminal completion counts also really help. You're gonna want to have terminal solvers, right? Make sure those all are on. Now, it shows diamond blocks, but in game it'll be command blocks. So you're gonna want to go and get every command block, right? Every terminal. There's 3 types. This is important. There's 3 types of, I like to call them like little puzzles because that's kind of what they are. There's terminals, which will be command blocks in this case, because, you know, you can't get access to command blocks. It's a diamond block. There's terminals. There's device. And there's levers. There will always be 2 levers per section. There's 4 sections. There's this section, right? You go past this gate. Second section. Go past the gate. Third section, right? Until the fourth. Fourth is the last. There's always going to be a couple of terminals. There's always going to be exactly 1 device and exactly 2 levers. You want to make sure you don't skip devices. I know some people are a little afraid of them. I was too, but they're not that difficult. Just make sure you have someone, you just make sure you like complete all of these, right? Because like this phase of the boss fight is like quote unquote the noob killer, right? This is where most people like early on will fill the runs, throw their runs, whatnot, right? Just make sure you complete every terminal. Try not to skip. Later on there are like more designated terminals per class, but honestly early on, don't worry about that. Don't stress that. It's cool. Just try to like work on getting every terminal. Terminal waypoints will help a lot with that. Now you're gonna go on from this section to this section, and this section is a little bit harder because to get up here to this device, you're gonna need to do one of 2 things. Well, one of 3 things. Let's start with the worst one. Parkour. You gotta either parkour all the way up here, waste your little time, right? Go all the way up here. If you fall, you're done. You gotta start all over again. You gotta go all the way over here, and then I don't even know how you do this parkour. I guess you go from here. They're very, very inefficient, very slow, very risky, just straight up bad. The other choice is you go, and I don't know if you can actually, I don't think you can, but basically, right? You place either a chest, like you see I have ender chest, or a super boom, right? Before landing on the lava, so like this. Oh god, that was bad. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it. Like that, right there. And it will bounce you super high, and it'll bounce you really high up right here. And you can land on this, and you can do this device. This device basically you just gotta turn all the lights on. Very, very simple. And then from there, I would suggest just going over here and flicking this lever, because this lever is also really hard to get. Yeah. The rest of the terminals are pretty like straightforward. They're not too difficult to reach. Just make sure you get all of them. Next phase, it's the same thing, straightforward. Just get all the terminals you can. This device, you just gotta like face the arrows from the green to the red, like see how it's going in the pattern, like it's pointing towards it. Pretty simple. Get your 2 arrows right here. This one, a lot of people also choke up on. So basically, people will miss this device up here. Usually in higher cat level parties, it's the berserker that goes and gets that, but just have someone get it at the very least, man. You can, same thing with the other section, you know, to bounce up. Oh, I actually forgot the 3rd way to get up there. Actually, my bad. Before I skip over it, I try to get there as soon as possible. I'll probably cut out the other way is if you bounce like this, you can land up here, and if you have a Jerry Sheen gun, you can Jerry Sheen up here and then get up here and do your thing. Anyway, moving on. For this device, you just gotta stand on this cold plate, and then one of these like will light up, they'll light up in like an emerald block. Like they'll change to an emerald block. You just gotta shoot them. So if you don't have a bow, then you kind of want to like not do this device and ask someone else to do it. They'll light up, you shoot them. It'll be one per each thing, but it'll be like really random. So it might be like one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. But they'll all light up once. You gotta shoot them all. Once you're done, this, instead of going this way like we usually have, right? This will open up. It'll be like a gold gate, right? You come over here, boom. Golder's now gonna come in, right? Like this. Like imagine on Golder, it'll be like this, and it'll start walking in. You gotta stand back and DPS him, right? And he'll keep coming this way, right? Like this. And if he gets to the end, he will kill you. So you gotta kill him before he gets all the way to the end of the tunnel. This will be like gold blocks or whatever. Once you kill Golder, it'll collapse, you fall down, and now you're doing the Necron phase. This filter won't be here. This filter won't be here. You don't know about this, but it'll basically this little area will be like destroyed. You're gonna want to come to mid right here, bring Necron, just DPS. And this part's pretty straightforward, really easy. And that's basically it.
Hey, make sure to tune into my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/averagemo. I stream every day. I play and chat with viewers. Stop by and say hi. And also like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this. I'll try to upload the next episode of restarting my Skyblock profile. Anyways, see ya.